I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat. I'm trying to be inconspicuous. I'm in the airport in San Antonio. No, Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to go live for a minute. I got up really early this morning and didn't have a chance to make a video because I immediately had to drive to Cleveland to catch a flight. Benny, good to see you. Nick, good to see you, brother. Nicholas Johnson, hello. Donnie, Chili Mancer. Frankie Beastmaker, good to see you. Well, it's very good to see you guys. Miss Dragon, how are you? Hi, Jeff Winters. All right, so I'm not gonna go too long because people are looking at me. When I walk around, you don't know what it's like to walk around looking like I do. I get looks everywhere I go. But if you sit here looking at a phone and you're talking to it, people think you're a lunatic. Which I might be. I do have issues. Hey, Robert Springs, the Titan. Aaron's Drone Services, good to see you. Everything's going good. Here's the fact, very few people are going to see this chat. Hey, Bizzle, good to see you, bro. So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to San Antonio. I'm going to spend time with my children, 2 of my 3 kids. And Johnny Jr. and I are going to make some videos, so it's kind of exciting. Drew, good to see you. Tavi, good to see you. Joseph Murillo, David Scott, Mike D. Good to see you guys. I've been very good about liquid. For those who are have been keeping track, kind of have a hydration issue. It seems I get dehydrated. I just don't drink enough water, and I'm drinking a lot right now, so that's good. I don't know when I'm going to be in Fort Mill. I wanted to do that before Christmas, just wasn't able to do it with all the obligations that I had, and seeing my kids was kind of important. But I had such a great time with Tad and Kit from Harvest 912. It's really just been amazing. Hi, Mike Moody. You're super amazing. I wish I could chase you as well. You know what? I don't know who told you I'm super amazing, but they lied to you. I'm just a normal guy. I just do abnormal stuff. That's all. Galactic Yachts, man. Good to see you, dude. So we had a really great time this morning. Tad, Kit, and I drove to Cleveland from Erie this morning. Caught the flight. I've had a very uneventful airport experience. Usually something weird happens in an airport. Of course, I still have a whole flight to go, so you never know. But I appreciate you guys taking the time out. I'm sorry I didn't upload a video. Now that I'll be here, I'll have some downtime during the days, and I will be making more videos. More than I have been. I usually do a couple a day, and I've been busy. Would I be interested in the Ragnarok chocolate bar? You know, here's the thing about that, Titan. I'm not a fan of chocolate challenges, which is kind of ironic because I've done them all except that one, or most of them. And I had the Chili Cherry Nightmare and the Chili Cherry Nightmare white version. So I've done plenty, but hey, Swiss Vapor, good to see you, man. You know, here's the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna probably get away from doing chug challenges because they hurt. I feel like the kid in Bad News Bears, but it hurts, Coach. Don't send me in there. So it really does. They're very, for some reason, maybe, I don't know, I've talked to a lot of chili heads and they kind of feel the same way I do. If I was just starting my channel, I do a lot of chug challenges, but the channel is 7 years old. 5,000 videos. I don't have an awful lot to prove anymore. I really don't. I don't really feel like I've had anything. You know why I have nothing to prove? I'm not competing against anybody. You know what I mean? If I was sitting at a table with a bunch of people with a plate of peppers, I'd have something to prove. But I don't do contests that often. I kind of just being me. So I'm gonna get away from doing the chug challenges and the chocolate ones. And I'm not saying never to either one of those. You know, I'm not a never guy. I've learned. Anybody watching that's been around for a while, I did the first time I did the plutonium. I said I'm never doing that again. I've done it 3 times. So. Airports are the Walmart of the travel world, said ZippleClick. You know what's fun about airports? Everybody's in people watching mode. It's like my favorite place to watch people. It's sort of an interesting thing. Just about every time I go to an airport for the last 5 years, and I mean it, I'm being really serious, almost every time I get recognized, sometimes a couple times. And I think it's not that I'm not like that many people know me, but it's just that people in airports are like, you know, they're in people watching mode. But nobody recognized me this morning, and so far nobody's recognized me this afternoon. And on the trip coming down here, it was nobody recognized me. It was kind of cool. Thank you, Titan. I'm not saying never. It's just that they're brutal, man. They hurt more. Hi, Angela Murphy. Eat 100 Carolina Reapers for Christmas. Can I tell you something? It would take me 3 days to eat 100 Carolina Reapers. I see people like, you know, that do 100, you know, like a Sheena or Dustin Johnson or Mike Jacks. Listen, I'll sit down and eat peppers with anybody in a contest. I usually do pretty well. I don't have it in me to eat 100. I just don't. I have it in me to eat 100 Reapers at one sitting. I wish I did. I'm kind of astonished that people can do that. Hunter Haas, good to see you, man. Primitive Lifeways, good to see you. Let me give everybody an update on the Pepper X sauce. So we bought a bottle and we shipped it to the lab that's going to test it. But when it arrived, it was broken. So we're having another bottle sent out. I don't know. I haven't talked to them since last week, so I don't know if they've received it yet. If not, I'll put a rush on it real quick because I want to have that video is going to be, just so you all know, I'm going to do that video on January 22nd. And the reason for that is National Hot Sauce Day. So I thought it'd be a pretty cool day to do that, which is the 22nd of January, which also is the day of the reality show. That's the day that the reality show airs. So it's going to be kind of cool. Hunter got the Moab 2.0. Don't be scared. You got this, man. You know, I've done a lot. I mean, over the years, I've done so many chocolate challenges. Certainly not saying never, but they're like pepper challenges. I love them, you know, all day long. And most challenges I really like. But every time I do a chocolate challenge, I suffer really bad. You know, and I don't really do a lot of, over the years, I haven't done a whole lot of aftermath videos. They're brutal though. I mean, if I do a chocolate challenge, I'm gonna be down for 2 hours. It's brutal. Christian Soriano, what is my favorite flavor-wise? I'm fond of, I tend to gravitate towards yellow pods, yellow super hots, like the Killer Yellow has been my favorite pod for the past couple years. It's a yellow Primatali. It's amazing. So it's kind of like, I still like the Killer Yellow is probably still my favorite. Yeah, thank you for answering that, Miss Dragon. No, Edward, the show is going to be on Hulu and Disney Plus, which is kind of cool. You know, it's funny. The show was supposed to come out earlier, and it was delayed and delayed. And some of when it finally rolls out, I'll tell everybody what the delays are. But I really shouldn't talk about them until after the show airs. But I'll tell you what the delays were. But one of them was Disney. Disney was purchasing Hulu, and Comcast owned a big chunk of Hulu. And the Comcast the valuation, what they wanted and what Disney was going to give them were light years apart. So they had to hammer out those details, and they did. So while I was kind of grumpy and upset that it was delayed because of Disney, but what ended up happening was really like stumbling over tripping over dog poo and landing in a rose garden. What ended up happening was the executives at Disney watched the show and said, We want that too. So that's really, really good. You know, so really now twice the number of eyes are going to be on this show and the chili community, which is great. Mr. Westcott, good to see you. Jerome Santos, good to see you. Jason P, good to see you, dude. So anyway, that's going to air on the 22nd of February. And I've heard a couple things about the Sizzler, which is like the, call it Sizzler. It's like the coming attractions, like when you go see a movie, like what's coming next. That's what the Sizzler is. It's kind of getting everybody pumped up for what's happening. And I was told a couple different things. I've been told the 22nd of December. I've been told January 1. So I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you, when the Sizzler is going to drop. But it will be soon. Mr. Wolf, good to see you, dude. I might do the Killer Queen 2.0. Yeah, that would be a good day to do it, man. I'll be getting Hulu when it happens. Thank you, Hunter. It's going to be interesting. Bizzle, love you, dude. Johnny on Disney. It's bizarre, isn't it? Here's the thing that's bizarre about that. Like, you have to know, my entire chili career was an accident. Do you guys know that? First of all, I don't think anybody could set out with these as goals. You know, none of these. I didn't have a goal. You know what my goal was? To have a good time. It wasn't to get rich. It wasn't to get famous. I didn't want either one. Money scares me, and fame scares me even more. And I'm not famous. I'm sort of a big fish in a really teeny microscopic pond. You know what I mean? You have to realize. But just a little bit of notoriety I have in the chili world is spooky to me. Gives me the creeps. Not gonna lie to you. It's true. Just know that. Just being me. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
Even if she does, I agree with you. I don't think she.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you get Hulu there, Galactic Yachts, but I think you can get Disney.
She's not going to.
So it's just, it's going to be a good thing for the chili community. You know the funny thing about it? It's really weird. Nobody that watches this from home is going to have a problem with it. Like like Joe P. Consumer, like Hulu, people that have a Hulu membership or Disney. Nobody's going to watch it and go, oh, I hate that. There are going to be people in the chili community that don't like it. And that's a weird thing to me. I'm not a legend, dude. Quit that. Titan. Balaki, good to see you, man. David F., good to see you. Yeah, you're right, Zippo Click. It's just like being on the bus. You just got to go for the ride. Here's the thing. You know what it feels like to me? You guys have watched the Olympics. Everybody has. We're all old enough. Remember the luge on top of the track, the ice? You get on that sled and you go. And then I feel like I started the channel 7 years ago. And the day I did, I jumped on a luge. And it's going like 100 miles an hour. And it's taking turns I don't know about. I don't know what turns are coming. I can't stop it. There's no brakes. That's what it feels like. It's terrifying. Yeah, just being me. It's the weirdest part. You know, it's the biggest catch-22, like it's like a dilemma. And everybody wants to do better at what they do, whatever their given career is, right? Everybody wants to do better at it. But in order for me to do better at what I do, it brings stuff my way that makes me uncomfortable. So that's where the luge comes in. I'm strapped in and I can't get off it. Jeremy Bell, good to see you. Monk, I'm gonna Monk. Good to see you. DK57, good to see you. I did the drawing. I called it the man, the myth, the legend. Here's the problem. You know, I love you guys for calling me a legend. It's weird. I told this story a bunch of times. I know some legends. You guys understand that? I do. I know a couple legit, absolute legends. And that's kind of what lets me know that I'm not one. You guys understand that? I'm not a legend. That's a big word, dude. I went to high school with a guy who's now, he got into the army. They paid him to go to med school, whatever. Anyway, he's a heart surgeon, all right? And he does heart transplants. His name is Phil. Went to high school with him. Years ago, like 6 years ago, I saw a post on Facebook, maybe longer than that. It's a picture of my friend Phil, the doctor that I went to high school with, standing next to this other dude. And the dude's got this thing in his hand. It looks like the Kingsford Edge. It looks like a charcoal brick. And in the caption is, the guy was holding his own heart that was diseased
I'm surprised.
and gonna kill him. Phil did a heart transplant. He was standing there next to Phil holding his old heart. That's a legend. Not just Phil, the guy that got his heart changed. That's legendary stuff. Not eating peppers, you know? It's just too big a word. Way too big. Peter Vera, good to see you, man.
I also think.
You're crazy, Zippo Click.
Yeah. Looking forward to Christmas, and I
The
think.
drawing is in Down Under, I think. Cool. Anyhow, I've got a bit of a layover. What time is it? Well, I got plenty of time, actually. I have another hour before, 2 hours before my flight takes off. But it's weird because when I started this live stream 15 minutes ago, there were very few people sitting around me. And now as it's going, more people are sitting down. I'm beginning to get that weird look from some people where they look at me going, who's he talking to? What's that guy doing? I don't want to attract attention, so. It is Zuriach. It's an airport. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm about to. Is it Atlanta? I think I'm in Atlanta. But I'm at my. Is it Atlanta? Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. I'm sorry, and I'm about to take off in a little bit, going to San Antonio. So that's my ending destination. I won't be back in Tucson until the 14th. Emma, how good to see you, Emma. Thank you for being here. Bruce Cook, good to see you. I am 45 minutes away from Mr. Bruce Cook. You know what? I have 2 hours. It's crazy. Christian Soriano, I think it's subjective, Johnny, since I can't do Deja. You do. You're a legend to me. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. You guys are all wonderful. Michael Hewitt, good to see you, man. Starting to get looks, you guys. I'm not going to stay on a whole lot longer. Uncle Bull Cow, so good to see you, bro. Mary Johnson, hello. Miguel Torres, good to see you, bro. All right, I'm going to end this stream before somebody comes up and asks me what I'm doing. But I might. I heard one of my favorite songs. I'm going to log off. I'm going to hang out a little bit. I might go live again before the flight boards. But get ready for some really great videos this week. Got some very cool things planned. So I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I mean it. You guys are, you're diamonds. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.